All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Obviously, we're talking about the Golden State Warriors in tonight's video. It seems like after their 5-0 start to the preseason, we got one more less than 24 hours from the time that's recording. Seems like this 5-0 start for the Golden State Warriors, even though it is just preseason, we're taking everything with a grain of salt. I think NBA media is finally like, oh, hold on, wait. Steph Curry, yep. Draymond Green, yep. Jonathan Kuminga, yep. Oh, Moses Moody, B-Pod, TJD, Andrew Wiggins returning. Oh, yeah, this team might actually be better. D'Anthony Melton, Buddy Hield, Kyle Anderson. This team might be better than they were last year. And we're sitting here thinking, you think? Finally. But it doesn't matter. The Golden State Warriors don't need love from the NBA media world because they're going to be getting a lot of it relatively soon. But I can't go any further this preseason talking about Moses Moody. Or not talking about Moses Moody. Moody was the 11th man to enter Golden State's preseason opener. He started in their third game in 19 minutes off the bench the other night against the Los Angeles Lakers. He scored a team high 21 points. He scored 23, 14, 21 points in his last 3 games, needing only 25 minutes, and then the other night, 19 minutes to do it. From Dalton Johnson with NBC Sports Bay Area, second guessing seems like it's a thing of the past for the 22-year-old. Moody isn't afraid to hit a three-pointer right on LeBron James like he did Tuesday night. Kerr has encouraged Moody to let his three-point shot fly as the Warriors look to become one of the top teams from long distance, and he's answered the challenge. Moody shot 7 threes against the Lakers and connected on 5. Folks, when we talk about the development and progression of this young squad with Golden State, most people just kind of assume, we're talking about Jonathan Kuminga. Maybe we're talking about TJD. Maybe we're talking about, B-Pod. Moses Moody, because Steve Kerr never consistently ran him in the last 3 seasons, typically gets under discussed, and we're going to discuss him and Golden State in general in tonight's video. But before we do, if you guys enjoy, hit that like button, hit that sub button for me. We obviously post daily Dubs content on this channel, folks. If you try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. Less than 1 week from now, we got NBA regular season basketball, baby. I know you guys are amped. I'm amped up too. This Warriors team is a 50-win team. They are finals contenders. I do not care. And I am just like, we saw the starting lineup the other night: Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, Draymond Green, TJD. They have so much talent. There is so much talent. We'll talk about that in just a second. But, a guy like Moses Moody can be so vital to this team. For his career, Moses has shot 36% as a three-point shooter. Moody is now up actually to 45%, or just about 45% at 44.8, 13 of 29 so far from 3 this preseason. But it's not just that. He's creating shots for himself. He's coming off screens. He's attacking downhill. He's playing just smart, high IQ basketball, and he's been more efficient as a scorer. He was 7 of 14 from the field. That's pretty much how he's been the entire preseason. Moody has now shot 44.1% on about 12 attempts per game, which is actually 5.5 more attempts per game than he took last year. So the big thing with this Golden State Warriors team is I still see Lauri Markkanen trade packages. I still see Jimmy Butler trade packages. And, I'm not the GM. I'm not the head coach. I don't know what Golden State's ultimately going to end up doing. I don't know why I would trade for Jimmy Butler. I keep seeing Jimmy Butler in these, this is every, one big blockbuster trade to keep an eye on before the regular season begins, or to keep an eye on during the regular season. It's all like Jimmy Butler coming to Golden State for like Kuminga, Moody, and, Andrew Wiggins and Draymond Green and the whole farm. And it's like, why would they do that? Golden State has a depth problem. But they have a depth problem in the sense of they have way too much talented, competent depth. Moody was a plus 17 the other night. Kyle Anderson right behind him, right in front of him, plus 22 off the bench with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Buddy Hield and Kevon Looney were each a plus 16. Gary Payton II was a plus 13. And here's what Steve Kerr had to say, and he's been saying this, all preseason. But this is about Moses Moody. He's going to play a big role for us, but so are a lot of other guys. We're sitting in that coach's room every day saying, how are we going to play all these guys? Because they all deserve to play. I asked all of them to play their hardest, make it difficult for us. And that's exactly what the Golden State Warriors, it starts at the top with Steph Curry, can get even, deeper down as far as depth goes with Lindy Waters. Lindy Waters has looked really good. He's cooled off, or I should say, he cooled off Tuesday night against the Lakers, shooting just 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 4 from downtown. But I'm just scrolling through this bench, and B-Pod didn't play. He's still waiting on his mask. D'Anthony Melton didn't play due to back tightness. I got those two. I got Gary Payton. I got Lindy Waters. I got Kayvon Looney. I got Moses Moody. I got Buddy Hield. I got Kyle Anderson. I got Steph Curry. I got TJD. I got Andrew Wiggins. I got Jonathan Kuminga. I got Draymond Green. I mean, Golden State's like 13 deep. And obviously, you're not going to be 13 deep for an entire regular season. But the point just is, like, I'm concerned from a player development side of, like, all right, Moses, today, you're going to be our sixth man. And then tomorrow you're going to be getting 15 minutes. And then you're going to see 4 straight DNPs. And that's the kind of stuff that I don't want to see happen. And that's the issue with, like, riding hot hands and riding waves. I prefer to have a more set rotation, like a 10, maybe 11, 12-man deep rotation. But it's a really good problem to have at the end of the day. I have too much basketball talent. And I think what everyone's about to see here, and Golden State Warrior fans know what I'm talking about. The one thing that was severely lacking since that championship in 2022, in my opinion, was just cohesion with the bench and reliability off of the bench. And one big thing was, like, scoring off the bench, a consistent scorer after Jordan Poole's departure. And I think that's exactly what they got with Buddy Hield here. And I think Kyle Anderson kind of fulfills this, Dario Saric type of role. And I think D'Anthony Melton's kind of this do-it-all, 3-point shooter, phenomenal defensive backcourt guy. These are just winning high IQ basketball players to pair around Steph Curry. And at the end of the day, man, we can sit here and say, oh, what's Jonathan Kuminga's contract going to be like? If JK does this, you should pay him that. If he does this, if he scores like this, then Golden State should do this. If he doesn't play like that, then they should trade him like this. Same thing, B-Pod, is he expendable, or is he, part of the rotation? What's TJD's future? Are they going to dangle one of these players, a B-Pod, a Kuminga, a Moody, a TJD? Are they going to dangle these players for a Jimmy Butler to get them over the hump at the deadline? And it's like, I think just because Steph Curry and I think just because Klay Thompson is no longer a part of Golden State, I think, a lot of these, like, ESPNs and Fox Sports and all these big time media conglomerates in the sports industry, they're struggling to find clickbait. And I think that narrative is going to soon change the day, the tip off of game 1 for Golden State. That narrative will change literally on a dime. You can kind of already see it's trending that way, saying, maybe we discredited Golden State for getting rid of Klay Thompson. And I say this at the end of all my words videos until the start of the regular season. Klay Thompson sucked. He went 0-10 in the playing game last season. His attitude was dog crap the entire season. I love Klay Thompson. I wish him nothing but the best, but it was time for him to depart. All right. This Golden State Warriors team is miles high better than they were last year, in my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for Daily Dubs content. Give me your thoughts down below. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.